Dr. Clara E. Bell recognized 40 years ago, systemic racism is still pervasive in healthcare and in nursing. The Purdue University School of Nursing recognizes that there is still work to do in this field, and we are committed to continue the legacy of Purdue School of Nursing's first Black professor.
Greetings, I'm Pamela Caragori, and I have the honor and privilege to serve as the head of the Purdue University School of Nursing. At Purdue, we are guided by our diversity, equity, and inclusion mission, where we identify that nursing stands at the intersectionality of healthcare and social justice. Nursing knowledge, research, and practice must be anchored in acceptance and cultural humility. The Purdue University School of Nursing represents the communities we serve and upholds the principles of diversity, equity, and inclusion. We promote a safe environment to ensure the human dignity of all.
We have created a council aimed at eliminating systemic racism and promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion. This council is rooted in several guiding principles.
As a pediatric nurse practitioner and nursing educator in leadership, I commit to listening to my students and colleagues when they share how race, racism, and bias affects them.
In listening to their experiences, I pledge to hear and acknowledge my students, colleagues, and community.
As a professor of medical surgical nursing
and the administrative support staff,
we pledge a safe environment of respect and inclusion
for faculty, staff, students, and the members of the communities we serve.
As the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program director,
and as the DNP program director, we educate and encourage faculty, students, and staff to be social justice advocates.
We do this through providing curricula, programs, and environments that promote the diversity of the communities we serve, enhancing human kindness.
As a pediatric nurse researcher and faculty at the School of Nursing,
and professor of undergraduate nursing students and a current PhD student,
we pledge to cultivate an inclusive environment
where diversity is celebrated as a strength of Purdue School of Nursing.
As a public health nurse and professor,
and as a pediatric nurse and professor, together we are developing and communicating policies and values
that denounce systemic racism, intolerance, and discrimination.
A few classmates and I are conducting a quality improvement project to improve curriculum to ensure that we are prepared to take care of a diverse group of patients. This is how we are dedicated to diversity, equity, and inclusion.
At the School of Nursing, we encourage our staff, faculty, and students to take the next giant leap where every voice is heard, honored, and appreciated.